This is a 1949 Veritas. It's a BMW-powered car with a spawn body that has great Harley Earl design cues. There are very few cars that look like this Veritas, and even fewer that are still known to exist.
Wild. I'd almost give up like half the cars in my collection for that. Imagine having that and the Hudson Italia sitting next to each other in the garage.
This is the car for me, but I know I'm not the only one excited about it.
I feel like I'm at King Tut's tomb, watching it being opened and all the goodies coming out.
Joe Bortz is from the Chicago area, real good friend of mine. We have the same interest in cars, very unusual one-off cars. Joe was the largest collector of concept cars. So Joe, look at this Veritas.
You know, considering the cars that he did collect, which are a lot of Fords and Model A's and things like that, this doesn't really fit into his collecting spectrum. So I wonder what the real story is and how he ended up with it. I've been collecting cars for about 50 years, and of those 50 years, about 40 of them I knew Lee. Lee is the epitome of the car collector. He was always adding things, but there was always so much you could never tell what he was adding. Now, I knew this car was here,
Yeah.
but it was so buried that you could just see a little bit of it, a tail fin or just the roof. And I never knew how long it was in front because that was totally
Yeah,
buried.
stuff was buried in the front.
And that just makes the whole car.
It's a BMW-powered car with a fantastic body. Some of the great design features were how narrow the car is and yet how long the nose of the car is. The grille is on top of the front nose panel instead of front. Had such great-looking fins in the back. The boat tail with a little round centerpiece in the back, sort of like a jet engine.
Sometimes there's some cars that are so special that if you have that one car, you can just give up everything else.
You don't need anything else.
Yeah, you just give up everything else.
Exactly right.
And this is one of them. It's got all the potential for somebody to take this home, restore it, bring it to Pebble Beach, and have a top winner, maybe even best of show.